Hey everybody, this is the Aggressively Medium podcast with Lee and Josh.
Welcome back. This is episode 67. 2 episodes away from the perfect number.
Mm-hmm. 65. We're already past it.
65.
That was,
Yep.
That was Animal Planet.
This past week was the 4th of July, and we didn't talk about it at all on the podcast. I thought it was crazy that we didn't talk about it at all.
Beforehand?
Yeah, like on episode 66.
But what we've talked about. It's coming up.
Hey, it's coming up. We do that like almost every...
Out of all the holidays we got, that's about one of the only ones I care about. But
yeah. Well, you cared about it a lot this year, too. You had a lot going on.
Well, And
tell us about it.
I live around a bunch of delinquents.
Mm-hmm.
And they shot a bunch of fireworks.
Yeah.
On the 2nd and the 3rd and the day of the 4th.
Yeah.
The 4th. The 5th.
I got a text message from you one night.
Yeah. Said, who do I call other than the police to get the police to come over here?
To get the police to come over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the people that were doing it had the cops come to their house once a week.
So
anyway.
it wouldn't have phased them, really.
It might have got them to chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so with that, there was some controversy with our last guest. I just heard your stomach drop. I literally heard your stomach drop.
I don't know what you're talking about. A lot of,
So July 5th.
lot of factors.
July 5th, the night of July 4th, Johnny, who was on the episode last week, sent me a Snapchat that said, I'm tired of all these Karens calling about people in their neighborhood setting off fireworks.
Dang,
and then I said, well, guess who?
I didn't call.
You didn't call the number I sent you?
No. Because I was a stupid kid.
Yeah.
And shot fireworks the week of the 4th of July, too. Didn't do it at 2 a.m. on the 2nd.
Yeah.
But that's why I didn't call. Because, we had Carolina's sound machine turned up so loud you could hear it at the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
So she didn't wake up. It didn't bother me that much because I knew what it was.
Okay.
It is. But it was frustrating.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny because I got that text from you, and then probably 20 minutes later, Johnny sends me that Snapchat.
I like Johnny.
Yeah. Well, I got...
But it's the law.
Yeah.
You can't shoot fireworks in Tuscaloosa.
Well, and we actually have a viewer sent in video footage of you.
Of me?
Yeah,
this
of you.
Real.
The night that you texted me.
Yeah.
So
unless they had a camera in my bed.
Yeah, they so it was when you were in your front yard.
Oh. Just call the cops.
She said she already called the cops. I live here.
Could you call the cop? That's the car we have too. That's funny.
Yeah,
but that's not me or my
That was
wife.
good. I'm glad whoever sent that in this week saw it and decided to send it in.
That was funny.
We really appreciate you sending that
But
footage in.
you should call the cops. Be like, there's a lady screaming out here in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I get it. It was super annoying.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that annoying.
Yeah, if you got something to drown it out, like we have our fan on all the time.
But if you've got like dogs that freak out or kids,
we gave ours Benadryl. We gave our dog a Benadryl.
Give Jason a bunch of Benadryl.
Yeah, no, he don't know about that Benadryl yet. He's gonna learn one day though.
I gave Anna a bunch of Benadryl. I'm just kidding, I didn't. But
gave her a bunch of codeine.
Yeah, I get it. It's the 4th, shoot fireworks. There ain't nothing else to do.
But the 5th and the 6th.
Yeah, and the 2nd and the 3rd.
Yeah. I'm fine with it because I remember growing up, it's like 2nd and the 3rd.
You got them.
Yeah.
You went and got them on the 1st.
Let's
and
shoot some.
Burning a hole in your pocket.
Yep.
Sometimes literally.
But, but on the 5th and 6th, like, I would understand even as a kid that, like, all right, I can shoot these during the day.
Yeah.
I'll shoot them during the day.
Which they did.
But not at night.
Yeah.
You've got some stats.
I do.
About fireworks.
I do. I can pull them up.
I saw a funny fire department PSA up north that said it's easier to call 911 with all your fingers.
Yeah.
Don't shoot fireworks. Leave it to the professionals.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah. So, fireworks, and then the report of that professional hockey player that died.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like 24.
Tell us about that.
I don't know his name. He played for the Blue Hawks or something. I don't know. It was a real professional team.
Yeah.
Like NHL. And I read the report that he got hit in the chest. He got hit in the chest with one of them. Which,
sheesh.
Yeah. I'm not buying fireworks that can blow a hole in my chest.
I'm trying not to.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, there's no try. You just don't buy them. You just see them at the place and be like, oh, that's as big around as my head. I'm not buying that.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I had an incident with a firework where it was like a bottle rocket that we were lighting, and we were going to put it in a bottle, and then we were going to and then throw it. Something happened. As soon as I lit the firework, it exploded and like got in my eye. Like I had to go to the doctor. They had to like put dye in my eye and like all that stuff, trying to see if there were any contaminants. Yeah. Fireworks are dangerous.
Yeah, it's gunpowder.
Yeah.
It's gunpowder.
Yeah. And if you're putting your life in the hands of the people that are making those.
Well, they're all buy one, get one free. You can get 100 bottle rockets for bottle rockets for like $2.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of quality control going into those.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
And then you get big ones that actually have some serious oomph to them.
To me, it's hard to imagine one that hits him in the chest so hard that it kills him.
Yeah. Said it fell over. They were all fleeing. It was one of them. It was one of them tube ones that's like this size that you drop down and it fell over.
Well, so obviously he wasn't fleeing in the right direction. If he was running towards it,
backpedaling or so. I don't know.
If you're backpedaling, you got to be looking at it. You got to be seeing where it's at. There's too many factors in this.
If you're all staying in a circle like you do, or a semicircle, and it tips over, just move to the left or the right. Don't run.
That's what I'm saying. Is like even if he is backpedaling, you got to be looking at the
zigzag it at least, or just move to the side. You could get up beside it. Just move to the side. But especially if you're a professional hockey player and you're probably making like $80,000-$90,000 a year, your life's more important than some fireworks.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna laugh at that.
No.
Because they don't make that much money. Because
they don't make a ton of money.
Because hockey's dumb.
I like hockey.
I'm sure you do. You don't like
aggressive.
Football, you like hockey.
It's aggressive.
Anyway, you want to hear some stats?
I would love some stats.
Now that we're done with it, we didn't warn you guys with these stats. These are now. If you're listening to this, you're lucky. If you shot fireworks, basically.
We should have done this last week, but we didn't. So.
Yeah. In 2020. This is all 2020 stats. This is USA Today, so it's super legit. 15,600 people. Do you know how many that is?
Can you say that number again?
1,000 times 15.
15,000
plus 600 more.
15,600.
You usually say 15,600.
Oh,
that's how you say big numbers.
Sorry,
we're hospitalized with firework related injuries. 18 deaths.
Oh, gosh.
Just last year.
Yeah. In the U.S.?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh.
So who knows about all these third world fireworks?
Like India?
They probably don't celebrate the 4th of July, though.
I mean, America has won.
Yeah. A country I'll never see is celebrating its birthday.
Yeah. It's a good fact.
Yeah.
I saw a meme the other day that was like, it was Americans on July the 4th, and it was like all these just like boom, 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 boom. And then it was like Canadians looking over going, yeah, what are they doing over there?
And then the English looked pissed.
Yeah.
And then, what was the other one? I don't know. There were 4.
Yeah.
But whatever. We saw the same one. Hands and fingers.
Mm-hmm.
3,100 of the injuries were for hands. That's not that. Of 16, of almost 16,000?
Oh, I'm thinking there's 3,000 of them that have been like deleted.
Injuries to hands and fingers were most commonly treated for firework-related incidents. Estimated 3,100 injuries. Oh, just from June 21st to July 21st. That's where most of them happen, is that month. Or that 30 days.
Makes sense.
2,000s were burns. 400 were fractures and sprains. I don't know what firework hits you where you sprain your ankle.
I guess you're running away from them.
But is that firework related?
They would consider that a firework related. Yeah. Reporting wise, yeah. 100%.
That's stupid though. Because that's like, what if you're getting like your fake getting chased by your kid and you roll your ankle? Can you arrest the kid?
Kid-related injury.
You can get the kid
it's
for
domestic assault, yeah.
Dang. I like it. Head, ear, and face. Following hands and fingers, the head, face, and ear region, the second highest common injuries.
That's where I had mine.
2,300 estimated injuries to the region. 900 were contusions or lacerations, which is just a fancy word for cuts.
Yeah.
500 were burns. 200 were fractures and sprains. And 700 were other diagnoses.
What's an other diagnosis?
If you get shrapnel in your eye, or
Wouldn't
is that a cut or abrasion?
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a laceration.
Eyes were the third most common. Oh, eyes weren't a part of that one. Face, ears, and...
Face, ears, and mouth or nose or...
What did it say? Ears, head. You get hit in the back of
the
head.
You got a different one
M80.
for eyes.
Eyes.
Well, mine would have been an eye then. Mine wasn't the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the third most common injury.
I remember
1,500 eye injuries.
I had to wear an eye patch around.
Legs, arms, and trunk. Is that a medical term?
That's
torso.
your trunk. That's your trunk. Anything that the legs and arms attached to is your trunk.
So we're going wrist and ankle in, because hands and fingers.
Oh no, it's like it's here.
Oh, legs, arms, and trunk.
Trunk is this.
Okay. Well, yeah, but legs, arms, and trunk.
Okay. Yeah.
Wrist and ankle.
Wrist up.
In,
Yeah.
And neck down, chin down.
Yeah.
25% of the injuries were legs, arms, and trunk.
Okay.
Burns and contusions. 300 arm injuries, fractures and sprains.
Are you just reading the same numbers over?
Yeah.
How many butt injuries?
That's trunk. Leg, trunk.
Yeah.
Like up or contusions and lacerations.
I don't know.
Anyway, well, let's think of this. You don't need a lot of science to tell you. Normal people. So we've talked about this before. The people.
Yeah.
Are dumb.
Oh yeah, for sure.
People. Give them gunpowder and alcohol.
Easily accessible gunpowder.
In the dark.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Yeah, I'm
surprised it's not twice that.
That's true. Especially here's the kicker to all of that I think the numbers should be higher is kids.
Yeah.
Because we did some dumb stuff with explosives when we were younger. Bottle rocket wars. Yeah. One time in the middle of a bottle rocket war, my younger brother shot one of the like big mortar shells at us and like went like right past my head. And it's like, man, that was turn around. 5 minutes later, my neighbor's yard is on fire.
Yeah.
Like the whole yard.
This thing didn't discuss it, but it did say that like there's a lot more property damage.
Oh,
too.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I tell you what, you didn't want to be an ant bed around us when we were little.
Frog's butt.
Well, we didn't do
Just kidding.
big animals, but ant beds.
Just kidding. Yeah, ant beds.
You get some of them serious sparklers that we'd torch ant beds.
Or little green army man.
Oh, yeah.
Launch one of them suckers up.
Toys. Yeah.
Anything you could think like, let's blow this up. We blowed it up.
Blowed it up.
We blowed it up.
Bloated them up.
We bloated them up. Speaking of July 4th, one thing I cannot stand is when people take pictures or videos of fireworks.
I've had this argument with Anna before.
It's dumb.
They're the same. They're all the same.
Yeah. And here's the kicker. How many times are you going back and watching that video or looking at that picture?
And don't think you didn't take 12 30-second videos either. You've got a whole chunk of your phone is the...
There's probably 3 gigs worth of
A year
fireworks.
later, you delete them.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody saw them. You didn't ever play them.
But you took yourself out of the moment to do that.
Now,
so there's a study that came out
recently
that said if you want to remember an event or a moment in history, don't take a picture.
Watch it.
Well, this is what happens. And so in your brain, when you take a picture, your brain goes, we have a visual reference.
Mm-hmm.
So that memory, we can put it back in the archives. We don't need that memory.
Yeah.
Because when you look at that picture, you're going to go, oh, I remember that. But the study also came out and said that if you do take a picture and you've done that, you do not remember the event as well.
Yeah.
Like if somebody asked, because they told people to take pictures of an event, and then at another event, they told them not to take pictures.
And they remembered the other one.
They remembered the other one more because their brain, and there's a big study too with, it was like a psychology study where everybody watched a video of a car crash. Well, then they've got people inside a room, and they've got plants inside the room that they were like,
what
yeah,
plants?
there was
bushes,
flowers,
bushes,
bush light. But so inside the room, they had these people that were in on the study that said, oh, I remember the glass was everywhere. And the video that they showed was just like 2 cars just like bumping into each other. And then people were like, yeah, and I remember seeing like blood and all this other stuff. And the people who watched the video earlier are going, oh, yeah, I remember that too. Like, so your brain isn't processing all the things correctly when you see a video or a picture or whatever. It doesn't bring that memory file up as clearly.
Well, they've decided now that eyewitness testimony is like one of the worst.
Oh yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Not even,
and it's very easy to manipulate somebody's opinion
because people are dumb.
Absolutely, that should be the tagline of our podcast. People are dumb,
but have the hands.
Yeah,
because if you just say people are dumb, people are like, oh, why would you say I'm not? I didn't say you. I said people.
Yeah, everybody besides you is dumb.
The bigger the crowd, the dumber it gets.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope more people listen to the podcast.
You people are dumb, but you should listen to our podcast.
And I would not be a good dad if I didn't say that we celebrated Carolina's 2nd birthday on the 3rd.
Oh yeah. I wasn't there.
As neighbors were shooting fireworks in the middle of the day.
Yeah. You're dodging fireworks.
Yeah.
While they're playing on the pool.
Yeah, it sounds like we're getting strafed while the ice cream truck's there. But it was fun.
Yeah.
She is like me. We've decided that you could like tell as people left, she had more fun. She's an introvert.
Well, and that's interesting because Jason, when we have noticed when he is in large crowds of people, he's not the same. Like he clings to us.
She's not at all. Yeah.
But when it's like a smaller group of people that he knows really well, he's all about it.
That's how Carolina is.
like they had a field day at school, and I went to go see him at the field day, and he just like would not leave my side.
Yeah.
He wasn't like running around. He wasn't, what's up, dude, and everybody and all that. He was just, and then when he just kept like clinging. He was like, Dad, don't leave me or something. And it's like, okay, bud.
We're safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, about the fire. I'm glad you brought up the pictures of fireworks.
Yeah.
Or videos of fireworks. That's why. Now, I know I'm known around here as the guy that doesn't like to have fun.
Yeah, for sure.
You said that many a time.
Well, it's true.
I don't like fireworks shows.
Yeah, I love fireworks shows.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they could have a fireworks show at a hibachi restaurant, you'd freak.
Yeah.
You'd
Well, they
have
got
like-
the little volcano, steam volcano.
Yeah. I'm good on fireworks.
Yeah.
They're the same.
Okay.
You've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
A big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a counterpoint, but I'm not going to say it on
You
air.
can. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's
So-
the truth.
So, what do you got about fireworks pictures? Did you have something else, or you're just saying?
I was just saying that trend.
Yeah.
Nobody will see your pictures. I don't want to see them in general.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
I've never looked at somebody's pictures of fireworks and be like, oh, I'm so glad somebody captured that moment.
Thank you
'Cause
for showing me that.
It's one of those things. It's like you had to be there.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Because my thing about it is if it was a handle to get there, like you had to drive and park and walk and find a spot to see some fireworks.
Yeah,
Unless you're doing something real new with them, it's got to be real non-hassle for me to care
Yeah.
about seeing it. Like the ones at the amphitheater, I've seen 4 of those. They're all the exact same.
Yeah.
And the only things that we remember from when we talk about them is how much of a hassle it was to see them.
I can see that. I mean, we both enjoy fireworks quite a bit, but I get like what you're saying, like the hassle of getting there and stuff. And then,
Park in Northport, walk over the bridge.
well, I'm definitely not doing either of those.
We've done
things.
that. I've done that.
I'm not doing that.
Park in that big field over by the the old train trestle that doesn't
Not
work.
doing that.
Get stuck in traffic.
I'd stay
for 2
on that
hours.
side. I'll stay on the Northport side if I'm parking right there.
No, we've done that too, and for some stinging fireworks.
Speaking of a hassle,
Life,
just
life in general.
I saw this tweet the other day that I thought it fired me up a little bit.
All right.
This person, their name is Delilah Gallo, and the tweet said, "Sex work is work. Being a landlord is not."
Well, that's ignorant.
So you had all these people, and there were like tons of comments that were like,
What'd we say?
people are dumb. But like, it was interesting to me how many people were like on board with it. And it like, they're like,
That's because people don't like paying rent.
well, I don't think it was that they didn't like paying rent. It's that they feel like they see these people who have all these properties and that are managing these properties, and they're like, that's not a real job. It's like, of all, I'm sure you don't understand what goes into doing that. Also,
I know your part-time job at Best Buy.
Also, one is legal and one is not.
Yeah, true.
That's
Which
another.
we can have a whole nother discussion about that.
Why it should be legal? Well,
We let people sell alcohol.
a little bit different.
I'm just saying.
It's a little.
If we're talking about seedy things,
I think that's
there's a
little
lot of
different.
seedy things that are legal.
Hey,
Just regulate it. Like I said, we don't have to talk about it.
yeah. As a Christian man, I can't get behind that.
Oh, I agree.
Hey,
I'm fine.
no, whatever
Yeah.
you want. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you want sex works to be legal, you take that up with you and Jesus.
It just seems like we put a hard line in the sand over nothing. Anyway, this is joking, by the way. Any adult or relative of mine that listens to this.
But like, and these people were like, some people were defending like, imagine like you can't pay for a mortgage, but this guy essentially buys a house so that you can pay rent and you can live there. And then people are like, well, that's not real work. Again, this guy's in debt up to his eyeballs for a house that you're just borrowing from him. Yeah. And you can drop that borrowing at the drop of a hat.
Say that again?
You just borrowing.
There we go.
Borrowing. Burn. If you burn my house.
Yeah.
That fired me up to think that really what it was is people were seeing people with some sort of and they were going, I don't like that. Mm-hmm. And
I can't afford to buy a rental property.
Yeah.
So people that do.
Or I can't afford to buy a house, but this guy buys a house and then he's charging me and making money. Yeah. It's like you want him to do it for free?
Yeah, right. This ain't the government.
Yeah. That's probably what they want is somebody to come in and pay for their stuff.
Yeah.
But
take care of me.
Yeah.
Somebody who has no interest in my life. Take care of me.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't work.
No. No. No good segue into this.
That's fine.
10 Commandments of living in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
All right. We've done some of these Tuscaloosa things before, and they're just what?
Yeah. And I almost didn't
You can get a hot dog at that place.
I almost didn't even bring this one up, but it feels like we have to.
That's fine.
Because
we do live here.
We live here, yeah. Commandment 1, thou shalt not take the Roll Tide name in vain and say War Eagle in public.
Okay. 2.
Don't care.
Just 2.
Number 2, thou shalt remember Tennessee Hate Week and keep it holy.
That's fun.
Don't care.
I do like it when you talk to a young person who's younger than us.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh. Which there's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
More and more every day.
Probably 50% of the country.
30% for sure. People that know that the Alabama-Tennessee rivalry is bigger than the Auburn one.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Commandment number 3, honor Nick Saban and Miss Terry.
You didn't even let me finish.
Sorry.
Man. I got a text message mid-thing and just,
it
derailed.
I thought you were done.
Hey, wife, wait a minute.
Tennessee Hate Week.
The Tennessee rivalry, and of course, I can't remember the dude's name. Tennessee's head coach in the late 90s.
Oh,
big guy.
Belichick.
See, I knew you were going to say something ridiculous. No.
Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky.
No, you're still thinking about hockey from earlier.
Okay.
You're behind. Philip Fulmer. That's
Never
actually his name. Philip Fulmer. Of course you have never heard his name.
My life.
Yeah. He was the head coach of Tennessee.
Yeah.
When we weren't that good. Or we were okay, but we weren't that good.
Mm-hmm.
He ratted us out.
Oh, to the NCAA.
To the NCAA and got us in a bunch of probation issues. And there we go.
Freaking douche for telling me.
Following the rules.
Yeah. Commandment 4.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not save any leftovers from Dreamland. Lick the plate. You'll like this one. Oh no, the next one.
Dreamland's gross, by the way.
I like
I know
Dreamland.
you love it. It's
for the sauce. That's the only reason I like it. It's for the sauce. The sauce is good. Commandment number 5, thou shalt take communion of a Nicodemus and a moon pie. A Nicodemus is Nicks and the Sticks little drink.
Their drink, I know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I've been Nicks and the Sticks twice.
Really?
Maybe.
Dang, I've been more than that.
Nothing stood out to me. No. Everybody talks about how great it is.
If you like eating a well done steak on a paper plate, go to Nicodemus. Or go to Nicks and the Sticks.
The fillets are not very big either. Also, not a fan of bacon wrapped fillets.
Yeah.
I've never
because bacon and steak, anything bacon wrapped is usually messed up because they don't cook at the same length of time.
Well, and it's a real chewy bacon, and that's not what I want.
Because it's raw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't like it. Commandment number 6, thou shalt not speak ill of the 2059 arches. They're useful, we promise.
No, they're not at all.
So I figured you'd like that one.
Gosh.
Thou shalt not multitask while driving down McFarland Boulevard. Thou shalt not multitask driving down any boulevard. Yeah. Thou shalt worship Big Al as if he were an idol. Thou shalt always honk at Mr. James Mad Dog Bonner, the Bojangles Jesus.
Yeah, of course.
I see him every day.
I did it yesterday.
Every day I'm going to and coming from work, I honk at him.
I honked at him yesterday.
Commandment number 10. This is a big one. It's not really. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's yellowhammer cup. Like 95.3 The Bear. I like your music, but we got to step this up because that
was fun.
That didn't feel like anything of substance there.
Yeah,
but got to talk about it because it's Tuscaloosa.
Thou shalt not
make me read any more of those.
Thou shalt not drive down 15th and go under the 69 bridge. Thou
shalt not go to Stillman. Is that what you're saying?
Thou shalt not go to West End.
Yeah. God, we should come up with some.
We can.
We need to come up with a list. We'll work on that.
All right, I wrote it down. That'll get us in trouble. Thou shalt not ever vote for Walt Maddox again.
So I saw.
One second.
Thou shalt not.
So, they're having another runoff election for the city council.
Because that guy.
I'm voting for Cassius Lanier. I don't get to vote for this one because it's not my district.
It's not your district.
I'd vote for him out of spite.
Oh, absolutely.
For this lady just dragging him through the mud.
Absolutely.
I'd vote for him.
He's a felon. He can't run. Okay, well, now I can.
Yeah.
And I won. But you shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
But I did.
Yeah.
So now let's have a runoff.
This is the second one.
Yeah.
Because they had one in May.
Yeah.
And now they're having one in...
I thought it was over with
I
after
did
that
too.
one. But
I thought people just didn't take the signs up. But the dates changed to July.
Yeah.
I'm going to try this Liquid Death.
Have you not drank any of it yet?
I've been drinking regular tap water.
Oh, drink some Liquid Death.
Like an adult.
So Liquid Death, if you don't know about it, is really popular. It's canned water.
Exactly what I thought it would be.
It's canned water, and it's filtered.
Too purified.
It's so filtered you can't taste the water. It's like silk.
It's like thick air.
Yeah. It's not great.
Thick air's.
I want my fluoride.
Yeah.
I want my. You got
from the Alps.
You got to put some pesticides in there for me. Some BCAAs or something. Some protein. I need more in my water.
I need a little bit of the inside of the pipe.
Yeah.
That just sloughs off.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's whatever.
Children's.
It's whatever. Yeah. It's not great.
I bet it's expensive. I bet it's more expensive than tap water.
It's probably more expensive than tap water. But for a 12-pack of these was like $12 or something.
Okay, they're $1 piece.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Well, to fly it in from the Alps.
Water's cheap though.
Yeah.
These people are making a killing selling water.
Yeah. They got plenty of words on here too. My gosh, this thing is well done. The water's too purified.
Yeah.
I got to mix it with my tap.
Yeah. It makes you think you're drinking a beer though. Like just from the can. I've had people ask me.
Liquid Death is a weird.
It is. It's marketing. It's all marketing. That's the whole. All of this is marketing.
They're in ties with the Monster energy drinks with the 666.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So next up, I have a story about someone overcoming an obstacle. There's a gas station in Louisiana.
Okay.
That has a camel at the gas station.
Like cigarettes?
No, like an actual camel. And they it's advertised. So if you're driving down the road, you see gas station, come see our camel. This lady gets attacked.
Is this a little old?
This is last year.
Okay, so so not like this isn't new.
Oh, it's not brand spanking new.
I know about this.
Okay,
a little bit.
And she says God saved her.
Oh, I didn't know that.
God gave her a miracle.
Did she?
Shut.
Okay. Yeah.
So
okay, keep going.
we're gonna play the video.
But I never expected anything like this to ever happen.
Lancaster's husband is a truck driver, so the two of them have visited the Tiger truck stop countless of times. but last week's visit is one they'll never forget. These photos show Lancaster just minutes before she found herself being crushed underneath Jojo the camel, with only one way out.
But God will always make a way out where there's no way. And on my side of my face laid his testicles. I couldn't do anything with my arms. And I did. I'm not going to lie. I bit them.
Security camera footage reveals why Lancaster went into the enclosure, while it's hard to see if you look closely.
Nothing else matters. Glory to God. He'll make a way.
Hey.
He will deliver upon your face a penis and balls.
It didn't say anything about that. It just said testicles. We're going to keep it medical here, okay? Gonads.
A camel
Bet it
attacked
worked.
her. Yeah.
It worked.
Somebody had a video like a week after that. It was the same news organization that was like, he doesn't look any worse for wear. Like, I guess it was like some PETA people that were like,
that's good.
How dare you bite his testicles? And
hey. If a camel sits
gotta
down,
get down
on, my
on
head,
it. Yeah.
Bet. If it's that or death.
I just love her.
Yeah.
Like, and God deliver me. He will provide.
Like Moses in the desert.
Like manna falling from heaven onto my face.
Yep. He parted the sea for Moses.
He parted them balls.
Medical. Keep it medical.
He parted them testes.
Testes. That's good job, Gloria.
Yeah, fantastic job.
Yeah.
To have the wherewithal in the moment, she's been through some stuff, I think.
That ain't
She's
her
had
first.
that ain't her first rodeo.
That ain't her first escape.
It's
That's good. Gloria, I'm happy. That's fine. That's gross. But
God will always make a way. I'm glad
But if she hadn't, I wouldn't be upset for her. Like we said at the beginning. You do stupid things.
Yeah, she went into the camel enclosure. Probably shouldn't have went into the camel enclosure.
Got sat on.
Yeah. That's like all these people that, jump into a freaking chimpanzee enclosure. You got what? There's only one outcome to that.
I could segue so well, but I don't want to jump over the next to last thing.
Okay.
Before that. Okay. We'll remember the segue. I'll bring the segue back.
Yeah.
It's such a good, y'all will need, just remember chimpanzee. Okay.
There's only one bad way. Or there's only one way for that to end.
Yeah, bad. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't care how many times people have been in that enclosure with that camel. At some point,
yeah,
camel ain't having a good day.
Yeah.
It's like, get the F out of my house.
Yeah. It is what it is. I'm intrigued by this next thing.
Speaking of camels.
Camel. Okay. Middle East.
Camels.
Who did it? Who done it?
Hijackers.
All right.
If you had a time machine and you could go back and stop 9/11, how would you do it?
Go to 9/10 and call in all your TSA people and tell them to look for box cutters at the airport.
Well,
and we're done. We're done.
Maybe.
We're done.
But this is so in my head. This is however you're going to do it. It has to be a foolproof, like, way of handling it. If I come to the TSA and I'm like, hey, there's going to be an attack tomorrow. We need to figure this thing out. Why are they going to listen to me?
Because I'm going to get today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to print off all of the stuff from 9/11 on like 9/12. Bring my phone with a video of the planes. Newspaper with dates on them.
What if you can't bring any of that with you?
Well,
I'm just saying. Like, if you need a foolproof way.
Well, so I just answered the question perfectly. So now, if I can't do it the way I was going to do it, because that would have worked.
Like, we don't know how time machines work. Time machines might burn up all your clothes and everything.
I got to go naked. So I'm going to TSA naked too. They won't listen to
you
me.
Get there and you can find some clothes or something.
Backwards?
You do.
I didn't even mean to do that.
That's fine.
Dang.
It don't bother me.
Look like a bunch of doofuses with both backwards hats.
It's a tough question to answer. I mean, and it doesn't necessarily have to be 9/11. It could be any, like the marathon bomber. How would you stop that from happening?
Not let him buy those pressure cookers.
How you gonna do that?
Anyway, apparently you've thought about this, so you have a better answer.
I haven't thought too much into it.
I know the way I wouldn't want to do it was like buy a plane ticket, get on the plane, and do the things the guys in Pennsylvania
Well, then you're
did.
only gonna. Then that's one plane.
True, but if the first one doesn't hit the towers, or the second one doesn't hit the towers, we might have been all right to a degree.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be even if it was the Surfside condo thing, you go the day before,
and
it's like, how do you get all those people out? Hey, the building's gonna collapse. Who are you?
Okay,
why do I have to listen to you? So,
or let's say it's the condo falling a couple weeks ago, you go in there and cause a big stink where they have to. I would do it the day of, morning of, or like, what time did they fall? Let's say they fell
it was like 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Yeah,
midnight. You go in there and cause a huge, pull all the fire alarms. Everybody's got to get out, and then it falls and everybody's out.
Yeah,
that's
if everybody gets out.
Well, but if one gets out, that's better than what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, you go in there and cause a big stink where everybody's got to evacuate.
Yeah, I think
calling a bomb threat at the airport.
Now, see, but here's the thing. Nowadays, that would work.
Yeah.
Pre 9/11, that's I've seen so much stuff.
Where did this come up?
It was a
in
good
your
hypothetical.
Head? Just in your head?
No.
Okay.
I saw somebody ask it on like Reddit or something. But like everything you see about, if you watch anything with pre 9/11, we were so like rose colored glasses,
rose and custard
glasses, that it was, even when the first plane hit, we were like, that's great.
What an accident.
GPS, something had to. That's autopilot.
Yeah.
And I think even the second one, we were like, 2 in one day. That's insane.
Then hit the Pentagon.
Yeah, but like, so I think one good way would be to figure out some way to like be independently wealthy, like get stock in Apple. Before Apple is a thing, and then you're independently wealthy,
and then you
can like buy the airport or something, or buy the airline, buy Boeing, and then stop it.
Marry Boeing's daughter. Yep. So go back,
Bill Boeing,
60 years, and redo everything.
I mean, it's one of the biggest tragedies to ever hit the U.S. I mean, if you could, you should.
Well, it is the big. Well, that's not true. The British burned the White House down in the early 1800s. So
yeah,
we almost didn't matter.
Well, anyways, that's it. It's an interesting. People at home
I'd go up
think about
airport,
it.
I'd go up in that airport and make as big of a stink as I could to shut everything down. That's
at LaGuardia,
I guess.
Or JFK. I think maybe it's JFK.
I don't know. That's what I'd do.
Yeah. Might
not work.
Yeah.
And then I'm in prison for the rest of the news.
Because then they're like, you must have been in on it.
I'm trying to stop it.
Well, if you go in there and start screaming like...
Whoa, you want to talk about fame. If you did go in there, make a huge stink, try and stop it, they stop you, it happens, you're the dude on the planet.
Yeah.
That knew. Book deals, you'd be on every news site.
If they didn't put you immediately in jail.
Yeah, but it'd get out.
Rot for the rest of your life. How?
It just would.
It'd just be your word.
Yeah.
Well, I promise I wasn't in on it. Well, we don't know that.
Yeah. Well,
you're going to jail forever.
You'd be on the news. It'd be cool. By cool, I mean probably not. I don't know. I'd make a stink.
Yeah.
That's how I'd stop it.
Okay, segue.
Speaking of chimpanzees a little while ago, I got some good would you rathers.
Okay, I'm ready for them.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to start with this one.
We need like a jingle for would you rathers.
Would you rather?
Would you rather? Would you rather?
I don't know why we both went high on that one. Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Fight a What? I didn't start.
You're good. You're
good. Was not chimpanzee.
No.
By the way.
We'll go
right.
for it.
Speaking of chimpanzees before that, would you rather fight a chicken to death every time you get in a car?
Fight a chicken to death. So I got to murder it.
Well, you don't murder animals because they're not sentient beings.
Well.
You kill a chicken. You have to fight a chicken to death every time you get in a car, or fight a chimpanzee once a year, but you get a sword.
I'll fight a chicken to death every time I get in a car.
That's a bunch of chickens.
That's fine.
Eaton
that chimp
would grab that sword and run it and then throw it and then pull you apart.
Exactly. He's gonna catch it
like a toy.
He's gonna catch it like you see in all the movies where it's like Superman, and he just grabs it and then he just rips it out of your hands, and even uses it. He's like, this is a weapon.
He doesn't need it.
He might grab it by the sword end and beat you over the head with the blunt end.
He grabs it, sticks it in the ground, and then grabs both your hands and both your feet and pulls you apart.
Yeah, that's
like a Lego.
It's a no-brainer. I'm taking chickens every
time. Sword? First off, I don't know how to swing a sword.
Even if I had a gun.
Yeah.
Because you've got to do it once a year.
Yeah.
I've got to kill a chimpanzee once a year. Stuff that do you know when it's coming? Once a year? He's just going to run up on you one day?
Let's say you do.
Okay. So,
like it's January 1st, it's Chimpanzee Day.
I guess if I had a gun, oh no, even this, I'm thinking through my if I had a gun, I could like get up on a tower and then snipe.
Climb.
Exactly. They're built for climbing. Yeah, it's a bad idea.
If it's a basketball court open like that,
bro,
I might take the sword.
Absolutely.
That just seems like. Also, I bet I can stomp a chicken out pretty quick.
Absolutely.
And then just leave it.
Chickens are easy to kill.
Yeah. Every time you get in a car, that's multiple times a day.
Chickens are easy to kill. That's why we eat chickens and not chimpanzees.
You'd have to have like chicken stomping boots, and then you like change out of them when you get in your car.
Or just keep your chicken stomping boots on.
Yeah, but they're covered in feathers and blood.
Dude, you can punt a chicken and break its neck.
Okay.
Grab it by the neck. Look. Okay. So you can, if a chicken is standing on like a little roost or whatever, you can go like this and then just scoop it up, like grab its legs, because it's like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
But then you're like, okay, I'm going to work. Where's my chicken stomper at? That's fine.
Yeah, it says you got to kill a chicken. I could bring a bat out every time.
Fight a chicken to death. Yeah, use that sword.
Yeah, I get me a sword or a tranquilizer gun or something.
Trank gun, that's expensive. You just stomp 22. Pop, pop. Get in the car, go.
Easy peasy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Okay. So not the chimpanzee.
Absolutely not. You could put almost any other animal, and I'm going to pick that one.
Okay. That's good. That's fun. I think I'd be okay either way.
Yeah.
This is a personality type for this one.
Okay.
2 buttons. You can only press one. Button A. Here's $1 million cash, untaxed. 2.
Oh, sorry, I'm too busy pressing number 1.
It's a 50-50. It's a coin flip for $100 million.
Nope.
I know. I'm the one. That's what I've said before. Nope. I'd be the worst like game show contestant where they're like, you can answer this next question and possibly get, or you can stay with what you... Stay.
Yeah. Stay.
I can do a lot more with $1 million than none of $100 million.
Put it in investments.
Yeah.
Acorn. Yeah.
Well, GameStop.
Not Acorn.
Crypto.
Yeah.
I'll go as far as to say I'm not a fan of people that would hit me.
So this is an interesting little. It's not a segue.
It's just
a tidbit. I don't know if I've ever told you about the David Dobrik guy. He's like
I don't know.
Really good YouTuber. Makes some really funny videos and stuff, and they're all like real short. They're all like 4 minutes and 20 seconds long. Puts one out once a week. It's just good content. Anyways, he's got this thing, like this running thing where him and like some buddies will just fly to Las Vegas and put it all on black or put it all on red. And every single time they've hit.
Did they record it?
Every single time. Because here's the thing, is this past week, they did it. One of his buddies was like, hey, I've got $31,000 in this bank account. We're going to take this money. We're going to go to Vegas and we're going to put it. And then so a couple of other people were like, I'll put in. So they had $50K and they put it down. And they literally like had a thing in the hotel room before that was like, we will use this footage even if it doesn't hit. And they lost.
I don't want to watch that. That's
just
that would
the
make me
devastation. Ugh. It's tempting sometimes. Like when you're at the casino.
Like I just found $50,000. I can do so much with that.
Yeah, I'd probably take 25 of it
and piss it away.
Maybe. Gosh. Or double it. You never know.
Here's a good one. Now this is not a would you rather. This is a hypothetical. If you were in an open field with an aluminum baseball bat, how many 10-year-olds with bike helmets could you take down before they get you?
These are like, let's do this.
10-year-olds.
Let's do this because it makes me feel better. Is it 10-year-old zombies? Because an actual
your
kid.
Your friends and family's 10-year-olds.
0.
But they're gonna pull you apart like a chimpanzee. So you're a martyr. Cool. Yeah. Josh is better than that. Okay, cool. Never mind. That was a stupid question then. I'd say all of them.
So Jason's running up to you.
He's 6, not 10.
But
if it's 4 years from now,
let's see.
Before he kills me, it ain't my kid. It's your kid. Why is Jason after me? That's bad parenting.
Maybe. Maybe you're a bad person.
I'm defending myself.
Maybe you.
Sure.
Maybe
zombies.
you killed.
Sure.
Okay, zombies.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
10-year-olds.
In my head, I'd like to say as many as you throw at me.
It's easy to say that, but you're talking about fresh 10-year-olds.
Like
yeah.
But these aren't fresh. These are zombies.
Yeah, but like if the only thing that zombies had was like they're dead, but they're functioning just like a
10-year-old.
Yeah, they're functioning just like a 10-year-old.
As a 10-year-old.
They would be fresh every time a new one comes up.
Bring them on.
I've hit 10 in the head so far and knocked them all clean out, but it's
fight or flight. If old ladies can pick up cars and stuff to save kids,
I'd like to say 50.
50?
50 I think is pushing it. Because 50, I mean, fresh 10-year-olds, they're energetic already.
And they have bicycle helmets on. Not that like if they're the styrofoam ones with the plastic, I don't think that would matter because if I hit you in the chin, a bicycle helmet's
I'm probably not going for the top of the head.
That was just to add a little flavor.
I'm going for there every time. Or neck.
Yeah. Honestly though, after a good little mini of them, I'm just swinging at whatever I can connect with.
Yeah.
If I can hit you in the shoulder, I bet it'll put you down as a 10-year-old.
The human body is resilient, though.
10-year-olds are soft, though.
There's some of them are soft, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to say 50, but that's pushing them.
What if it's every one you get $100,000?
I mean, I'm still saying
that wouldn't add to it if there was money involved.
It wouldn't. No, because it's fight or flight. I'm not worried about the money.
But what if you knew beforehand that every one of these you ding out of the park, you get?
Do I get to stop them afterward? Like, hey, at the end of 50, I'm done. Because like, oh, cool, I'm getting $100,000, but they're just gonna keep coming.
Yeah, true.
So what do I get to? I don't get to spend that money.
All right. Do you want a whole different one? Or do you want to stay in that same vein?
Dealer's choice.
No, dealer's choice is to ask you what you'd like. That's my choice.
Whole different one.
A whole different one. Okay. Would you rather wear winter clothes in the summer or summer clothes in the winter? For the rest of your life. My answer's easy.
But you get to wear whatever that clothes is in the opposite season.
Yeah.
So if I pick cold weather
if you
clothes,
pick cold
it would
weather
just be
clothes,
all
you're
year
only
round.
wearing cold winter clothes for the rest of your life. I would die. I'm gonna get cold. I'm gonna take summer clothes, and it doesn't mean like booty shorts and a tank top.
Yeah.
It's just like
you could put long pants on and
I guess, yeah,
and a t-shirt.
yeah, but no jackets. I couldn't imagine wearing like a snow jacket.
Dude, I love
September.
getting in like a hoodie though. Like it's a little cold and you get in a hoodie.
Yeah, but this is August in a hoodie.
Hispanic people do it. They're fine.
You're not Hispanic.
Your body would eventually attune to it.
After hundreds of years of attuning to it.
I guess I'm gonna have to do it because I can't when it's freezing cold and there's nothing you can do to like get warm. That is just the pits.
I'm surprised because when we did the if you couldn't have artificial heat or artificial air, you picked no artificial heat.
Yeah,
but
because I've got a caveat. I've got clothes. I've got blankets.
True. So winter clothes in the summer, summer clothes in the winter.
Yeah.
You're going winter clothes during the summer.
Yeah, which I don't wear. Typically, I don't wear super thick clothes in the winter anyway.
But we're talking about like from like a cat, like people, like the outfit that you'd wear in the winter.
Yeah, that's what I don't wear.
But not
super
like
thick.
yours, like what people would wear. So like parkas and a toboggan, like
I guess I'm just gonna have to
be hot.
I guess so.
Gosh, imagine
I'll drink a lot of water.
you'd be so wet all the time. I would be.
I couldn't do the cold.
All right, I'm just gonna be cold.
Okay.
Do you want one more?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back to the survival thing, or you want a way crazy one?
Way crazy.
Would you rather have dustpans for hands or sweat Smucker's jelly?
Sweat Smucker's jelly. Dustpans for hands just seems so
Sweat
inconvenient.
Smucker's jelly.
It seems so inconvenient. I don't sweat as much as you do.
Right. I can't even do this one because it's automatically dustpans.
Because you couldn't like.
I know, but I'd have jelly coming out of me right now. Sticky jelly too.
I mean, if that's what it takes to.
So you're going Smucker's jelly.
I'm going Smuckers. Smuck me up.
You'd probably never leave some lab. They'd be testing.
Maybe
you.
that's how they get Smucker's jelly.
Ugh. There's a couple of people that picked Smucker's jelly.
Yeah.
And it actually happened.
Yeah. And then that's where we get jelly from.
So you're going Smucker's jelly.
Smuck me up.
When we're done with this, I want you to go downstairs and rub Smucker's jelly in your armpit and see what
I want
life
you to
would
go
be
get.
like.
I want you to tape 2 dustpans to your hands
Our house
and
be-
see how far you get in your car. You got to open your car door with 2 dustpans, and then you got to try and drive with 2
There's
dustpans
people
on.
that figure that stuff out with their feet. and stuff.
Sure.
I'll
Or
take it over
the guy
Smucker's.
that doesn't sweat that much doesn't sweat Smuckers that often.
Yeah, but man,
I'd like to do one thing. We're probably gonna have to do it again on the other podcast. The
The
next
other
one.
one?
The next one.
do you have another
do.
secret one?
It's hilarious to me, and I want to do it. I want to do it this episode because I'm really excited about it. But nobody's like probably listening this far in, so we might have to do it twice. Scream like your life depends on it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Scream like somebody's coming after you in a knife.
You said this is the beach.
This is so funny to me.
I'm not doing it.
Do it.
No,
You got to.
no,
Why?
You do it.
We're both do it.
I'm not doing it. You said we might have to do it on the other one. The next one.
Oh, so you're just gonna wait till the next one?
Yeah, I'm not doing it now.
Okay.
I have to
Well,
think.
we're waiting. We're
I
waiting
get-
till the next.
I get-
Tune in next week.
I get way too much embarrassed.
Tune in next
that
week
kind of
when
stuff.
we'll prepare for next week then. Because that's hilarious to me. It's so funny.
I don't. You're not going to believe me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a screamer.
Oh, I'm not a screamer either, but
like if a roach flew down and landed on my face, like I'm gonna freak out,
Yeah.
but I don't scream.
But imagine what if you did scream, how your scream would be. That's what like.
I'm gonna have to think about it because the way I'd have to think, because screaming's lame. It's for girls.
Yeah.
So I'd have to think like I'm gonna have to put in my head like scream to where the guy gets scared and runs away.
Yeah.
Not like a scared frill. I'm gonna die scream, but like an active, an offensive. Not like offensive, but offensive.
Yeah, not a defensive scream.
Like this scream.
This screams
could stop him in his tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to.
So we'll think about it. So tune in next week. That's going to be hilarious.
Yeah. It's not going to be shrill.
Well, we'll get there.
I'm going to fake it. Because I don't know what I'd scream if somebody pulled a knife on me.
I could pull a knife on you next week. We'll see how it goes. Well.
With that ding.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Think about some of these would you rathers.
Yeah.
We'd like to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Thank you guys for letting us into your hearts and minds and your places of work and homes.
And your butts.